Okay, hey. This is my first video that I'm talking, and I'm here today to review some of my hyper-realistic drawings. I have a couple. After the these are all of them. But I do want to say this is my first video that I'm actually talking. And the other thing I want to say is I do have a speech impediment, so it could be challenging for you to understand me sometimes. But let's. I will just show you a preview right here. That I'm going to talk about each and every one of them. So this is the first one I did. The second one. Oh wait, no, that isn't the second one. This is the second one I did. The I'm pretty sure this was the third one I did. The fourth one I did. This was the fifth one I did, and they're the sixth one. The sixth, this the sixth one I did. They all have problem, but I am pretty happy with all of them. This one took the longest to do, but let's talk about each and one of them. So this was the first one I ever did. There's a YouTube channel. I don't remember her name, but like Christy or something that have a Patreon that she take you to the step by step where you have to draw realistic. And I follow her steps. And this one took me a very long time to do. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure it took me like 40 hours. But not 40 hours to do this one, but this is like my sixth attempt of this is like my sixth attempt of trying to do this drawing. So like I think, to be honest, it only took me like 15-20 hours, I believe. I don't really remember, but all of these are drawings. I'm just telling by like I'm guessing how long it took me, but I did know this was like my sixth attempt, possibly my fifth attempt of doing this drawing. So the one thing I do really like about it is the white areas, the shading, and I finished it. But it basically, the things I don't like about it, the lips. The lips are, it look a little too big for me. It doesn't look natural. The hair came out okay, but I feel like I can put more detail and more texture or detail in it. But yeah, those how it looks up front. You see the lips are not like the perfect. And the one thing I will say, the closer you are, the less unrealistic it is. That what I noticed. I might be wrong. I don't know anyone else who do realistic drawings beside me. And the other ones I do see are Instagram, Facebook, Reddit. But yeah, I've been trying to find other artists who do hyper realistic, so I can like see the excuse me see their drawings, but I haven't met any. So I'm just guessing. So the further you're away from your drawings, the more realistic it looks. But the closer you are, it kind of drifts away. So this is the second one I did. The second one, I tried to do realistic hair, and well, this one it was step by step, like oh, this is how you do it. And this one, it was like no one was holding my hand. So the hair was the more challenging part for me. I'm not good at doing realistic hair so far, but I will learn it eventually. But I like how her muscles are showing and how I blend in the white areas. The one thing I don't like is her lips, her hair right here. And the ear. The ear look a little weird to me. But I will show you a close up. You see how like the closer you look, it kind of doesn't look more. It doesn't look realistic. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure this was the third one. The third one was like the most important one, but it still look okay, but it looked a little off. The one thing I don't like about the chin, I think I did the chin a little too big, too big for my liking. The lips came out. This area looked a little weird. The hair is the other thing I don't like about this drawing. But I do have to say I did finish it. And I did like how this was my first attempt to do texture on the skin. And it definitely not perfect. But it still looked, I mean, for me, when I was doing it felt like I was drawing like sick person with like a rash or like some type of illness for his skin. But I mean, it definitely looked pretty good though. I like it. I like how it came out. Yeah, I tried to do the wrinkles on his forehead. The eyebrow came out okay. But yeah. Now the fourth one I did. It definitely not the best one I did. The eye looked a little too crooked for me. The skin looked a little too. It doesn't look too blended, too good. But I'm still glad that I finished it, and I still like it overall. It definitely not perfect. I think I blended in his eyebrows way too much, so it kind of hard to see his eyebrows. But yeah, his skin. I don't think I did a good job at his skin, but it still looked realistic. Not that good, but it's still pretty good. I'm just happy that I finished it. And yeah. Oh, the first time I tried to do a tongue. That was interesting. But yeah, his eyes look a little weird. But if I don't rate these, I would I would give this one a B plus, a B. I would probably give this one a C, but it's very important because it was my first time trying to do skin texture. Then I would do this one I give this one a C, so a C minus on this one. But all of this a 20 hours for each of them. So this 20 hours, 40, 60, 80 hours of work right here. And I learned from all of them. I always try to like up my game. Every drawing I do. So now we see these to me are realistic. So now I'm gonna move on to the hyper realistic ones. So this was my first attempt to do a hyper realistic drawing. I don't talk about the thing I really do like about this drawing. I like how I did the darkness. I was really, really nervous about doing the darkness on this eyeball and doing the eyelashes and the teeth. The teeth came out good. I was really, really impressed that the teeth came out so good, and the lips and the wrinkles. But the thing I don't like about this is the ear and the neck. The neck and the ear seem like it doesn't look realistic to me. I'm also happy about how I did the hair. The hair came out pretty good. I like how the hair came out. The eyebrows came out pretty good too. But the one thing I don't like about this drawing, I think I messed up on the eyes. I think if I would have done this one again, I would move the eye just a little more down, just a little bit, so it would look perfect. This, to me, the left eye looked a little too crooked. And like I say before, the closer you are, the losing the realistic. But I'm not 100% sure. Maybe there are artists out there who turn, like, no matter how far or how close or how far you're away from the drawing, it will always look realistic. But like I said before, I don't know anyone who do hyper realistic in person who I can ask about. So I was so really close up. You see how it kind of breaks away the hyper realistic, but you still can tell like the detail and everything. You know, the teeth came out pretty good. I'm pretty sure this was my third attempt doing this face. I want to say drawing this one took me around like 70 hours or 75 or something, but altogether this was like my third attempt. I must have spent around 90 hours doing this or something like that. But yeah, overall I really like this one. I learned a lot from it. I would try not to be afraid of doing the texture and don't be afraid to mess up. The one thing I was really nervous about was the skin texture and the wrinkles. Because I hate, like, the hours of the eye alone would take me like 3 hours or something. Or 2. Maybe 2 hours. So the eye alone would like 2 hours, 4 hours just to do the eyes. Maybe I do move slowly, so maybe someone can do a lot faster. I don't know anyone, so yeah, I was pretty happy about this one. The skin texture I was the more nervous about, because you spend so long, like 20 hours on a drawing, and you never done texture before. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm not going to do texture because I'm nervous and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to mess up the drawing. You just kind of you just have to like move on, you just have to like come over your fear of doing skin texture. That sounds so corny. Now this one was the most hyper realistic one I have done. So let's talk. I do like this one a lot, but I do have to say the camera does make it a little more better than it actually is. It still look good in person, but the camera make it look a little more much better. Maybe like this much. I don't know. You could see that a little. Let's talk about the thing I do like. I like how I got the skin texture down. It's not perfect. I had to make a lot of improvement, and like how I got the eyes pretty much close to being like exact. And I do like the nose. The ears were the most challenging part for me. Well, no. The hair is. The thing I would come back to that. And they were the first time I tried to do hyper realistic clothing. So that was a new process. I'm happy with the lips, with the wrinkles right here. This part, his eyes, his hair. Now let's talk about the things I don't like about this drawing. To me, I felt like I kind of overdid it on this side, just a little bit, and I feel like his hair look a little too flat. It look like his hair doesn't look realistic. It doesn't look like they don't mix together. I think they would look perfectly fine on a realistic hair, but on a hyper realistic drawing, it looked very off. I will show you close up. You see how I kind of like blended all of it together. The eyebrows is the other thing I don't like, but I mean I'm still learning, so. Oh, get it back to focus. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with this one. These two were purely challenging for me to do. Yeah, these two were very, very difficult. But the next one I'm going to do, hopefully I can learn from these experience and make it more realistic. This one just look. It just look. It looked good, but it does also look a little off too. So yeah, so it took me it took me through learning all of these, you know, all of these to make this, you know. And into hyper realistic drawings, it does take time, and you just need to pace yourself for knowing how long to take. You know, like I said, did I say it took me like 75 or 70 hours to do this? I think I did. Yeah, so just slow your process, you know. Don't move too fast. Like this, I moved way too fast. I was too excited about finishing. And the same mistake here, I was too excited to, like, I messed up because I was so excited of finishing. I will say, this is not really gonna be edited, because I just want to get my foot into making videos about art. For right now, my end goal is to make animation on YouTube. But right now I'm just talking about my drawings process and everything. So yeah. I just wanted to make a video just to get in the habit of posting on YouTube. You know, I will say you don't have to start great. You don't need to finish great. So you took one thing from this video. Just remember that. I will talk about next videos I do is, oh my god, what is that notebook? Really? Okay. I will review my Simpson drawings, but I will do that later. I don't want this video too long, and I will review my like 1930 drawings. So I just want to say, if you stuck for this long, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And have a nice day. Thank you for watching.